Hello. The new Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie has been released for a week now. So I thought I'd create a video on it. In this video, I'll look at, since the movie harkens back to prior movies. First, I'll look at the attendance and box office of Mission Impossible 1 through Mission Impossible 7. Then I'll give my opinion of the Final Reckoning, and finally look at the box office of the Final Reckoning as of last week. Here in the first graph, I have the tickets sold for the domestic North America market. You can see that for Mission Impossible or MI 1 and 2, approximately 40 million tickets were sold. Then about 25 million tickets were sold for MI 4 through 6, and on MI 7, Dead Reckoning Part 1, it nosedives to about 16 million. So again, it just is showing the at least the decline of the movie franchise through the years, especially the last movie. My next graph is the domestic box office adjusted for inflation. And again, MI1, MI2 had about the same amount of box office at $350 million. Decline at MI3 to 200 million, and then the franchise invigorates itself on MI4 or Ghost Protocol to 300 million, and after that, starts declining. MI5 and MI6 doing about 250 million, and MI7 had about 180 million. So again, still showing an overall decline. But as I've said, MI4 Ghost Protocol was my favorite film of the franchise. Since, although MI2 comes in second for me, and with at least as far as the stunt work, but for overall story and plot, I think MI4 was the best. And on my third graph for the box office, I have worldwide box office adjusted for inflation. So here, MI2 and MI4 did about the same amount, $100 million, which is the top spot. MI3 and MI7, were the worst for box office at about 600 million slightly better for MI3, but yeah, MI7 came out the lowest worldwide box office, and yes, I guess it's known that that Dead Reckoning was a disappointment on the box office, probably losing money overall. Oh, I should say MI6 Fallout also fared very well, along with MI2 and MI4 for the worldwide box office. So just point that out. As you can see, it was also around, well, almost more like maybe 900 million for it. So here I give my opinion of the Final Reckoning. Spoiler alert! I will mention the outcome or details from the movie. So first, from the title, yeah, it's called The Final Reckoning, which could hint at this is the last film of the franchise, but not totally. The way the movie ends, certainly it does not indicate indicate any closure to the film franchise. Certainly the ending of the film does leave open another sequel that could be created. Perhaps the title, the Final Reckoning, refers to Luther dying in the film more than it's the end of the franchise. This film does harken back to earlier films in the franchise. As I said, I think it's MI3 that the biohazard weapon, supposedly that was the entity here in MI8, but that's a bit silly, I guess, because clearly on the weapon you see the biohazard label or symbol. So trying to say that's the entity is, I guess, a bit stupid. The film also does refer to Jim Phelps. Again, I think I've said it. I have said it in a prior video on Mission Impossible that I really dislike what the producers did to Jim Phelps' character in MI1. As far as for me, it doesn't exist. And so I guess for me it would have been nice, no matter how stupid the plot point was, to say that Jim Phelps wasn't a traitor. I guess they could have came up with some ideas. I mean, admittedly they would have been ridiculous, but still, I guess I would have enjoyed this movie bringing that up, since it is going back to the prior movies with a bit of nostalgia on the prior missions that Ethan Hunt has done. As far as stunts, I think they were well done and did engage the audience. At least for me, they were engaging, better than Dead Reckoning did. I gave Dead Reckoning a rank of 6. And for the Final Reckoning, yeah, I give it an overall 7. The stunts are really good and would rate an 8, but I think the plot is a bit lame, and I give that a 6 for an overall rank of 7. So yes, I did enjoy The Final Reckoning more than I did Dead Reckoning, and I guess we'll have to see if this is the final film in the franchise or not. I mean, Tom Cruise is getting older. He's 62 now. I mean, he's still in great physical shape, but with the kind of stunts he's doing, yeah, who knows if another reason why this could be the final film. And finally, I look at the box office of The Final Reckoning. In its first weekend, it made, this is domestic box office, made $63 million. And in its second weekend, made $27 million. So that's so that's a drop of 57% over the first week. Looking at the total worldwide box office, I see as of about last week, yeah, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning was at $353 million, which is almost what it cost to make. I think IMDb reports the cost of the movie as $400 million. So I guess so based on what I've seen, it almost making half its money, half the money it needs to make to break even, about $400 million in the first week and a half. I would think the movie's probably gonna at least break even, or maybe even be slightly profitable for this case. As I said, The Final Reckoning is better than Dead Reckoning, so I think MI8 will end up being a profitable movie, with especially with streaming and DVD release also coming later. So overall, yeah, I enjoyed the movie, and I do recommend you go see it. Thanks. Bye.